Very comfy.
I'm sure they're comfy. Time to talk about the Cora. So I think this is going to be really popular. It's never been this low of a price, and it's very difficult to get this low of a price from Vionic. They rarely do price drops like this. This is a special opportunity. That is why it's a hot pick today. So we designate hot picks ahead of time, and they are special items from our assortment on the day. We were able to get this down $31 to $89, which is amazing.
That's a really good savings.
It's a leather, adjustable, orthotic full technology sandal that you're gonna live in for $22 and change now on Easy Pay. Isn't it cute? The shipping and handling is free. All of what you see too is adjustable, but look at that amazing support underneath my arch. I mean, this is really, the Cora allows you to see the technology at work. These are gorgeous leather options. This is your pewter. We have 185. Here is your tan. We have 525. This gold should sell out. It's so pretty.
I love it. Yes, the metallics are fabulous.
650, and it's, you know, the outsole here is very dainty, so you really get a dressier look with the gold.
For sure.
And then the cream is that beautiful neutral. We have 675 to go around. So we really don't have a ton across the board. We just took this price down for the first time ever. Medium and wide widths, whole and half sizes, true to size, right?
Yes, true to size. And you know, this is bringing you something from Vionic that's much dressier. So if you love to have that orthotic support underfoot and you're saying, well, some of the sandals, you know, maybe are too casual for me for what I'm looking for, this is that quintessential summer sandal, but with a built-in support that you will not get from most of your, you know, flat sandals, quote unquote, we say, because when we're doing it the Vionic way, it's never actually a flat sandal because you're getting all of that arch support that you can kind of see just peeking up there. You're gonna get the curves and contours of that footbed where the arch support comes to meet your foot, and you get that deep heel cup to sit into. That is what we want from all of our shoes, because typically summertime, I think, oh, I'm gonna break out my flat sandals, and you're not getting any of the support. This gives you that opportunity to have a beautiful, really classic style. It interferes with nothing because it's so just elegant and simple in this whole design, but it's really giving you that opportunity. Like, talk about a perfect maxi dress sandal, or, you know, if you're going on a trip and you want to bring one sandal to go with all of your evening outfits, even the daytime you're walking around, this is a fabulous sandal to do it in.
I like how elegant it is.
Me too.
Because typically when you have something that is a little more pared down, it can be very casual, like a flip-flop.
Right.
You know, this is a full-on sandal, but you get a little more of that elegance and design and a focus on the leather.
Yes.
But then you really feel all the Vionic orthotic technology under your feet. So these are an orthotic sandal. I mean, this is one of those shoes that I just need to remind you, this is an orthotic shoe, because they just are so beautiful. Everyone's loving the cream. Monica has the gold in her hand.
Pretty.
That is one of my favorites. If you need something to dress up your look, get the gold. Like, imagine the gold with my Sport Savvy, for example.
I know, with the cute grommets to match. I love it.
And now I've dressed this up. We have on the tan. That's a great, like, sort of go with everything option.
Right, that little British racing color tan.
Matches your handbags. And then pewter is now pretty much sold out in the medium. We do have a wide width still available as well. Pewter is another one. I think, you know, if you love your metallics, right, that's going to make your look really elevated. I mean, we can show you on Amy. She's got a casual outfit on, her Vionic t-shirt, her leggings, but I love how her pewter, the pewter sandal, when I look at her
with
leggings,
the black
it's kind of taking up the look.
Exactly. You know, it's all of those small details that our design team does, but the beautiful thing is that you're really getting so much support. So, you know, when this brand was started as Orthheel 46 plus years ago, it was because there was a lack of orthotic footwear with built into sandals, and that's really like the aha moment for Dr. Vasily, because one patient had the flip-flop taped in his orthotic, his expensive orthotic. So we can thank him, because now we have all these beautiful built-in orthotics into our sandals to help us with all of this that we're seeing from Amy here, drawn this line, right? We can see how cockeyed she is. She's crossing here at the ankle as it turns, the shin, the foot rolling in, because her foot is searching for support. That's what's causing that pronation. She's got nothing to support that arch there. Giving her a manual adjustment, this is where I want her. That gives her heel somewhere to sit. That gives that arch support. And now everything starts to really straighten up. Whereas if I let her go, she's flattened out. So I had Amy bring out a regular flip-flop that every one of us have owned this, right? We are all guilty of this. And you can see she's almost pronating more. The foot is so flattened out because there's nothing here to support her feet. And you can see this, to me, is always the most painful spot right there. You can see the ankle kind of jutting out because everything's so misaligned. So we're gonna take that flip-flop away and we're just gonna open up the Cora, and I'm gonna hold this open to show you just how much, I mean, look at how much more straight this is. So the ankle is now back in its place, and it's got everything stacked one on top of the other. So now Amy can dance, she can walk, she can do all the things because everything is properly aligned. It all starts with how that foot is seated into your shoe.
And we love Vionic across the board for their styles for this reason. We love and fall in love with the technology. I've fallen in love with, I collect Vionic. I love this brand. Rarely do you bring us a lot of beautiful options. Rarely do you bring us dressier sandals like this. I would say this is one that, it still works with the jeans. We love that with Crystal's jeans, and that's awesome. But if you really want to have this with like your elegant maxi dress, it fits into those really dressier styles. So I love having the option of having something like that with the podiatrist design support. I'm going to take you through your color options because we are busy for this. I just want to also say, if you are somebody that waits for a great value from Vionic to buy, or maybe you've been waiting to kind of decide to try the brand, this is that kind of markdown that we can only get every blue moon.
Yes.
And we were able to attain it for a hot pick today. It's not going to be around. I mean, this is an $120 sandal. It's $31 off. Here is your pewter. This is white only. We're very limited. Everyone is loving our tan option.
Great neutral.
We have 500 now total between our medium and wides. We have the gold, 600. Such a smart choice.
Yes.
This with your
And think about all the outdoor
green
events, right?
Yes.
In the summer, you want to be comfortable. This is an elegant way to be
Get
comfortable.
this for that wedding you're going to. And then we have the cream, which is also popular. We have 650 to go around in the cream. Only 89. Normally 120. And this sandal also, because of the buckle, that really helps you to get that nice custom fit across the top of your foot. I feel very just right up close to the technology under my feet. I feel very secure in these sandals.
So you have a real buckle here. We also gave you a nice piece of goring, so it really is going to stretch and move with you, but you customize that fit. And then, of course, you're getting a lot of leather. So I don't know about you, Cora, but I try and stay as up on, all the fashion, all the things happening out in the marketplace as possible. And it's rare that you see so much leather on a sandal because a lot of what's out there is, faux leather, and you're still paying the price, but you're not getting the quality. So this is bringing you a quality leather upper and you're getting the support. And so that's really where you're investing, is in the support underneath the foot, but you're getting this beautiful sandal. I know for me, we've had this construction around for a while. I had a sandal. I wore it to a vacation that I went on with my husband. It was hills. Everywhere was hills. And he's like, "Are you okay?" I said, "I'm great. I'm wearing my Vionics." And it was early when I started working for the brand. And I wore these things just everywhere because it was so comfortable. They were orange. I made them match with every outfit.
Oh, I love it.
But it was just so great because it was a really elegant sandal on this base. And so you get just such a great construction with something so simplistic and just chic.
And it's a great point that you can easily find $89 sandals that aren't leather. You can find $89 sandals that have zero support in them.
Exactly.
This, if it were this beautiful sandal from a different brand sitting in a store, it would feel flat under your feet. I mean, these styles are so elegant, but they really are just sort of flat, and you step into them, and then a couple hours later, you want to step out of them.
Right.
You're stepping into this amazing orthotic technology that gives you that full-time support. So now, with this price point, saving you $31, like as a hot pick today, this is when you make the jump. And it's not a crazy sandal that has a bunch of, like flowers all over it, and there's going to be one
nothing
time
to think
that you
about.
wear it. Yeah, I mean, this goes with your jeans, and it goes with your cute set that I have on. That's more of like a French terry set.
Yes.
White jeans, dresses, fancier dresses. The one sandal that you take on that cruise or that vacation, this could be it.
Absolutely. And that's what we want when we buy a pair of shoes. I'm finding every year when I buy less and less, I'm trying to buy quality over quantity, and that's really what you get. You get a beautiful shoe that is going to come out of your wardrobe summertime after summertime, because you're going to go back and say, oh my gosh, yes, I love this shoe. It felt great, it looked great, it was easy to pair back to things, and that's what we want, especially this season. I feel like I want everything to be easy, right?
Yeah.
I want to throw on the maxi dress, I want to throw on the beautiful sandal, and feel really put together and really well supported.
And get it at the $89 price before it goes back up to $120. And the pewter, the tan, the gold, and the cream. Don't wait on that tan. Everyone's loving it. Still to come, we were talking about